Hello everyone, welcome to MBA Karo. In this video, I'm going to solve a set from CAT 2020, which was basically a reasoning set which could be represented by showing in a Venn diagram. And it was a simple set, and it could have been done easily in 6-7 minutes or so by many of the aspirants, and some very quick people could have done it even in 5 minutes. And even if for a slow student, they might have taken some 8 to 10 minutes, but definitely it was a doable set. So let's have a look at the set and see that what how it should have been solved. So it says that there are 10 musicians. They are expert in at least one of the following three instruments: tabla, mridangam, and ghatakam. Okay, and we are given that there are common in them. Okay, so some three are expert in tabla but not in mridangam or ghatam, right? So these criteria are given to us, and based on this, we have to plot these people. Where do they fit into? Okay, so let's make a Venn diagram showing these people. So one is tabla, mridangam, and ghatam. Okay, now we are given that three are experts in tabla but not in any other thing. So we will have three people in this region. Okay, another three are experts in mridangam but not in tabla or ghatakam. So we will have three more people here. So six people done. Okay, one is expert in ghatam but not in tabla or mridangam. So there will be one person who is expert in only ghatam. So seven people. Further, two are experts in tabla and mridangam but not in ghatam. Tabla and mridangam but not in ghatam. So two people here. Okay, and one is an expert in tabla and ghatam but not in mridangam. Tabla and ghatam but not in mridangam. So this is how we have to plot these people. So there are 10 people. Three will be in this region, two in this region, three here, and one here. Okay. Now we are presented some facts, and based on these facts, we have to find out that who is expert in which instrument. All right. So let's see these facts. So first is that both A and B are experts in mridangam, but only one of them is also an expert in tabla. So both of them are expert in mridangam. So that means they will come inside this region, but only one of them is expert in tabla. So one of A and B will come here, another of A and B will come here. So let me write here. So we have two people here. One of A or B will come here. The second person will be in this region. Okay, so this is done. D is an expert in both tabla and ghatam. Okay, so tabla and ghatam, there is only one expert, so that is B. D is an expert in both of them. So D comes here. Both F and G are experts in tabla, but only one of them is also expert in mridangam. So like we did for A and B, we have for F and G that they are experts in tabla. So both will be inside this tabla circle, but only one of them will be expert in mridangam. So out of F and G, one of them is expert here, one of them is expert here, right? So if one person is selected here, second will go here. So we have figured out these two people. We have to find out two people, two more people here, two more people here. Okay, and we have to find out one person in this region. Neither I nor J is an expert in tabla. Okay, so if I and J are not expert in tabla, so I and J can be one out of these three people, right? So we'll come to it later. Neither H nor I is expert in mridangam. Okay, H or I are not expert in mridangam, so that means they will come into these three possibilities, but only one of them is expert in ghatam. Okay, so only one of them is expert in ghatam. So out of H and I, one of them has to be expert in ghatam. Now it is said that I is not expert in tabla. Okay, so I is not expert in tabla. If you talk about I, not expert in tabla, not expert in mridangam, so I has to be expert in ghatam. So this person is I. Okay, now we have found out I. Now neither I nor J expert in tabla. So I is not expert here. Okay, J is also not expert in tabla. Now J cannot come in these two places, so J will be one of these people. Okay, because we have to fill two people here and two people here, so J cannot come here, J will be here. Okay, neither H nor I is an expert in mridangam, so H is also not an expert in mridangam, and but only one of them is expert in ghatam, so that expert in ghatam is I, so H will come here, right? Now we are left with two people, that is A, B is done, C is left, and E is left with us, right? So one of C or E will come here, another of C or E will go in this region. So this is how we will find out. We can not uniquely find out for all people, but we can find for most of these people. So that's it. It was about to solve this much of this much part and then answer the questions. Okay. Sometimes students get nervous that they are not able to find unique answers. Remember, in CAT, in many of the questions, you might get multiple possible answers. There are multiple possible ways. It could be arrangement or other kind of question. So don't get frightened. That is a normal thing in CAT. Now we will look at the questions and answer them. Who among the following is definitely an expert in tabla but not in either mridangam or ghatam? So we have to find an expert in tabla which is certain. So if we see this, it is H. H is definitely an expert in tabla. So I've presented this Venn diagram here as well. Who among the following is definitely an expert in mridangam but not in either tabla or ghatam? So mridangam, we can definitely say that J is an expert here. Okay, rest of them we cannot determine. If C is an expert in mridangam and F is not, so C is an expert in mridangam. So that means C will be here and we will have E here. F is not expert in mridangam. So F is not expert in mridangam. So that means we will have G here and we shall have F here. Okay. So this is how we will get this case. Now, which are the three musicians who are experts in tabla but not in either mridangam or ghatam? So basically it is saying who are experts in only in tabla. Okay. So only in tabla we have H, F and E. So E, F and H, that is our answer. So we were not able to get unique case, but in a couple of questions they had given a condition if. So that means that helps us find a unique case. Which of the following pairs cannot have any musicians who is an expert in both tabla and mridangam but not in ghatam? Right. So we have to find a pair in which we cannot have any person which of the following cannot have any musician who is an expert in both tabla and mridangam. So we have to find a pair in which we should not have any of these. So A and B possible, right? One of them has to be an expert in both, right? F and G, one of them has to be an expert. C and E is such pair because C and E, if we talk about, so they cannot be like expert in both, right? So either one of them will be expert in tabla, one of them will be expert in mridangam. Now talking about C and F, for C we know that the C is not expert in both. C can be expert in only one of them, but F can be an expert in both. So the answer would be C. So it was just about eliminating the possibility and answering this question. It was a simple set, and this is how you would have solved this set in the examination. So if you are preparing for CAT and want a great source for DILR, I have a channel by the name Aptitude Jab. You can subscribe to that channel and solve sets from there. So it has over 230 sets for CAT. So I hope you loved the solution of this video. So please do like the video and keep watching my channel for more videos on MBA preparation.